My name is David Parker. I'm 28 now. The memory I'm about to share happened when I was 8 years old. Even after 20 years, I haven't been able to forget it. Every time I hear the soft jingle of an ice cream truck, or even see a cone on the street, my stomach tightens. What should have been an ordinary summer day became the moment I first felt real fear. It was a bright, hot day in Cedar Valley, a small American town tucked between rolling hills and quiet forests. One of those towns where the air always smells like summer, grass freshly cut, asphalt baking in the sun, and faint hints of flowers and barbecue smoke drifting from someone's yard. I was 8 years old, and my friends and I were riding our bikes up and down the streets, racing each other, daring each other to go faster, zigzagging across the sidewalks. The sun glinted off the chrome of our handlebars, and the wind whipped our hair and filled our lungs with the freedom of a long, perfect summer afternoon. I remember feeling unstoppable, free, like nothing in the world could touch me. We rode past the playground, past the diner where the bell jingled whenever someone opened the door, past houses with waving neighbors. Laughter echoed off the walls of the street as we shouted and cheered, our voices blending with the rhythmic hum of bicycle tires on pavement. Then I heard it. A soft, tinny jingle drifting down the street. The familiar, slightly offbeat melody of an ice cream truck. "The ice cream truck!" I shouted, pointing ahead. My friends cheered. We slowed, wobbling slightly on our bikes, eyes wide. And there it was, a white van rolling slowly down the street. Painted on the side, Sonny's Ice Cream. My heart leapt. Ice cream! I could almost taste it, vanilla melting on my tongue, sticky fingers, chocolate drizzling down the cone. Without thinking, I hopped off my bike and ran toward the van. "Don't spend all your money on sprinkles, David," one friend called after me. I waved back, barely noticing. The driver leaned slightly out the window and waved. "Hey, kid, come here. I've got something special for you." At first, it sounded friendly, like the usual ice cream truck greeting, but there was something wrong. Something in the way he said it, smooth and stretched, that made my stomach tighten. I reached the van and dug into my pocket for the coins I'd saved. The van looked ordinary enough, white, a little peeling paint, slightly rusty, but his eyes, dark sunglasses hiding them, yet somehow they seemed to see straight through me. "Come on, kid, I've got something really special," he said, smiling a little too wide. I froze. My chest tightened. I wanted to step back. I wanted to run. But I didn't. Because there was ice cream. Because I was 8. I handed him the coins, my fingers trembling. Then his hand reached toward me. Not for the money. For me. A cold shiver ran down my spine. This wasn't about ice cream. Panic hit me like a wave crashing into rocks. I stepped back, too slowly. My foot caught the curb. I turned and ran. "David, wait!" my friends yelled, their voices lost in the summer air. I couldn't stop. The van began moving slowly, following me. Not speeding, just stalking. I ran across yards, jumped over hedges, skidded along fences, weaving through the trees and flower beds that lined the street. My little legs burned. My lungs screamed for air. I could hear my heartbeat pounding in my ears, louder than the distant chirping of birds. All I could feel was raw, unrelenting fear. I glanced back once. The man in the van was still following, slowly, silently, watching me. My mind raced. I thought of Lily, asleep in her room, Mom inside the house, completely unaware. I imagined what could happen if he caught me. The thought made my stomach twist, made my legs move faster. I darted through yards, over fences, my fingers scraping splintered wood, my knees skidding across dry grass. Every shadow, every rustle of leaves felt like it could hide him. Every sound of the van's tires scraping the asphalt made my heart leap into my throat. Then, luck appeared. A car turned the corner. Inside, a family laughed and shouted, pointing at the ice cream van. The man jerked the wheel, distracted. That split second gave me a chance. I didn't stop. I ran harder than I ever had. I reached the sidewalk near my house. I slammed the door shut behind me, trembling, shaking, gasping. My friends caught up a moment later, their bikes screeching to a halt. "David, are you okay?" one asked. I couldn't speak. My chest heaved, my hands shook. Mom came running, towel in hand, eyes wide. "What happened?" she asked. I tried to tell her. I wanted to, but the words got stuck in my throat. All I could do was point vaguely at the street. Even now, decades later, I remember every detail. The jingle, slightly out of rhythm. The van, white and peeling. The man, tall and lanky, sunglasses hiding his eyes, yet somehow seeing straight into me. The panic in my stomach, the way my legs burned as I ran, the relief when the car appeared. Even now, whenever I hear a similar jingle, my skin crawls. Even thinking about ice cream makes me tense. It wasn't just a scare. It was a glimpse into how fragile safety can feel, how quickly a normal day, riding bikes with friends, can turn into something terrifying. I tell this story so others know. Sometimes danger hides behind things that seem innocent. Sometimes an ice cream van is just that. But sometimes it's something else entirely. And sometimes you carry that memory for the rest of your life, even decades later, even when you're grown up, even when you've told yourself it's over.